In this Mandarin Chinese pronunciation video, we're going to learn how to make the n as in 难弄 and l as in 拉力 consonant sounds. These two sounds are paired together because they take the same mouth position. N, as a nasal consonant, meaning air comes up through the nasal passages, and l as a lateral consonant, meaning the air escapes along the sides of the tongue. These are voice consonants, meaning you make a sound with the vocal cords. First, let's talk about the n pronunciation. To make this sound, the jaw drops a little and the lips part. The tongue tip goes to the roof of the mouth. Make sure to keep your tongue wide as you do that. The soft palate is lowered. Air comes up through the nasal passages. These makes it a nasal consonant. You can feel the vibration in your nose. There are only 3 nasal consonants in Mandarin Chinese. It's very important that the tongue be relaxed. If there is tension in the back of the tongue, it will sound somewhat like the ng sound. Even if the front of the tongue is in the right position. One thing that will help relaxation is to think about keeping the tongue really wide. Let's look at the sound up close and in slow motion. Lips relaxed, tongue wide and lifted to the roof of the mouth. If you can see any darkness on the sides of the tongue when you're practicing, that means there's tension in the tongue. Try to release that tension and keep the tongue wide. The word na, tongue soft, relaxed, and wide. The word 南宁, front of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. The word 奶, wide tongue to the roof of the mouth. Now let's talk about the l pronunciation. To make this sound, lift the tongue so the tip is touching the roof of the mouth, just behind the front teeth. This is not the same as the t, and n position, where the tongue lifts so the tongue tip is touching the roof of the mouth. This is the tip, the very tip of the tongue. One technique that might help you make this sound is to place the whole rim of your tongue on the upper gum ridge, like you do for the n. Then loosen all of it except just for the tip. What you have left is the l, so feel the n. Leaving just the tongue tip there. Now let's look at the l up close and in slow motion. L, the tip at the roof of the mouth just behind the teeth. Here's the word la, the tongue tip at the roof of the mouth. The word 来力, place the tip of the tongue lightly at the upper front gum ridge. The word 力, tip of the tongue to the upper front gum ridge. One technique that might help is to slightly spread the corners of your mouth to help the air pass smoothly along the sides of the tongue. The l and n consonants. Example words. Repeat with me. 男女, 男女, 牛奶, 牛奶, 恼怒, 恼怒, 老路, 老路, 理论, 理论, 拦路, 拦路. Many learners have difficulties distinguishing these two sounds, because people naturally prefer the easier articulation, sound. For example, some speakers may pronounce 奶奶, 奶奶. Practice with me. 鼻音 versus 边音 consonants. Repeat with me. 泥泞，泥泞。磊落，磊落。拉力，拉力。奶奶，奶奶。浏览，浏览。能耐，能耐。冷落，冷落。